Manja, manja, bon appetit, let's eat. It's time for Tank's Cooks. Manja, manja, bon appetit, let's eat. It's time for Tank's Cooks. It's time once again for Tank's Cooks.
All right, we are back. And we're gonna fork the pork. We are making pork chops. Now, for years, my game in pork chops has been about two things: shake and bake. But you know what? I'm changing it up. Steve Runkel sent me this recipe called the best damn air fryer pork chops. Now, it calls for bone-in pork chops. I got the boneless pork chops. Hopefully that's not too much of an issue. I've washed them, I've rinsed them, I've patted them down, and I'm going to make a coating on these. So let's start off with the coating. We're going to start off with 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Brown sugar, ooh, brown sugar, loo. Brown sugar. All right, there's 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Here's a 2nd tablespoon of brown sugar. All right. Next, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of paprika. 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 I think I'm gonna need more paprika. A little more just for the hell of it. Alexa, add paprika to my shopping list. That's it. All right. Then we're gonna add a teaspoon of salt. There we go. Nice teaspoon of salt. We'll add a 1.5 teaspoons. So I have to add a little bit more. Oh, this is that's half tablespoon. Yikes, I thought this was a teaspoon. It's half tablespoon. Well, that's about 1.5 teaspoons. All right, so let's get our half teaspoon here. A little bit of a spoon issue. Get some about a tablespoon and a half of ground pepper. No. 1, 2. There we go. Well, we can put a little bit of this other pepper in here too. This peppermill pepper. Yep, there we go. Okay. Next, we need a teaspoon of ground mustard. Where is my ground mustard? Where are you? Spicy, spicy, spicy. I need a spicy. Here we go. All right. Teaspoon of ground mustard. All right. Now we need a half teaspoon of half teaspoon of onion powder. Now we'll put this in. This is actually a little bit more coarser. It's minced onion, but that should be about the same. All right. Then you have a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic pepper. Well, we need a little bit more than that. Here we go. Nice. There we go. Teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm adding a little bit extra here and there. And of course, you know what I need. Hey, flavors! Wake up! Here's some accent! And... Alright. We'll rub a little dirt in here. We got just another little bit of a mix of everything. All right. Now, let's mix up these spices real nice. Mixing up the spices real nice. Break up those clumps of the brown sugar. Breaking up the spices real nice. By the way, we got our air fryer preheating. Yep, got a little pedestal. We'll crush these up real good. Da 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 da. Crushing up data and mixing it up real good. There we go, very coarse. Look at this, this looks very coarse, doesn't it? It's coarse, of course. All right, and like I said, hopefully it doesn't make too big of a difference. I got the boneless pork chops. I'll just have to keep a better eye on the cooking. Keep your eye on the cooking. Now, what we're gonna do is coat the pork chops with olive oil. So we'll coat these up with olive oil. Rub it in to the pork chops, rub in the olive oil, rubbing in the olive oil, rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. Giving like a little bit of a full body massage there with the pork chops, rubbing in this olive oil. La 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 la. Steve Runkel, don't be a monkey's uncle. Thanks for the recipe. Let's see how it comes out. All right, now we're going to coat these up really good. Oops, I blocked you. All right, so let's coat up these pork chops. Coat the pork chops. Coat the pork chops. I mean, really like coat them. You make it like a winter coat. Really like coat them up really good. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, coat, coat. Wearing a coat. There's a nice, look at that. There's a nice coated pork chop. All right, we'll do it for all four. Changing up the game. That's what this is all about. I've done shake and bake for 30 years up. Now it's time for something a little different. La, 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 la. All right, beautifully coated pork chops. Now, we're going to put them in the air fryer. We've preheated the air fryer at 400 degrees. So we'll put these on here. We'll stack them up so they'll try to cook them, and we're going to cook them at 400 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes, and then we have to flip them, and we'll also check the temperature. What we're really looking for is to get the temperature up to 140. So let's get these into the air fryer, and well, let's see how they come out. All right, let's see how these bad boys are doing. What we're supposed to do is we have to flip the pork. So we have to turn the pork around. Cook on other side now. Turn the pork around. Yes, we're turning the pork around, flipping the pork, forking the pork. Actually, we can actually lay them all out one on one now. They've shrunken a little bit. Shrinking up in the air fryer. They shrunk! Shrinkage! Alright, so let's see what our internal temperature is. Internal temperature. Alright. 124, 128. Okay, we got, we'll cook them up the rest of the way. See how they come out. Looking good so far. Alright, let's see how they came out. They look quite nice. Are they done? We're looking for 140. Ooh, a little too done on that one. Ooh, hope we didn't burn them. Well, it looks like we might have overcooked them a little bit. A taste. We're gonna let the juices settle in for a few minutes as we make our gravy. as we make our side dishes, and let's go. Time to plate the meal. Well, look how these pork chops came out. They actually look pretty good. There we go. I'm forking the pork. They might be a little more done than they should be done, but let's see how they came out. Look at a lot of nice juices flowing in here. You see the juices? The juices, the juices. Oops, I spilled the juices. But we'll see how these pork chops came out. I'll put put them on the plate next to my green beans and my stuffing. We'll get a little bit of gravy, and see how these best damn air fryer pork chops came out. Probably would have been better off with the bone-in chops, but let's see how these came out. See if they are tasty. After all my years of shake and bake, changing up the game a little bit thanks to Steve Runkel. All right. Different, quite different. But thank you for sending this recipe, Steve Runkel. I wouldn't know. They're good. They're good. I might try them again some other time. But if you have any other recipes you can send me, send them to njtank99@gmail.com. And manja, bon appetit. Let's eat.